Look, Mr. Cannell, I just can't afford to be without work right now, not even for a day. I've got a mother and 2 kid sisters.
More good luck telegrams.
Well, you know how it is. I've just got to keep on working, see?
Sorry, sister. I was sent down here to clean house. I told you I can't use your column anymore. It's lavender and old lace. Send those other people in.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I get $30 a week. I'll take 25, 20 if necessary. I'll do anything you say.
It isn't the money. We're after circulation. What we need is fireworks. People who can hit with sledgehammers. Start arguments.
Oh, I can do that. I know this town inside out. Oh, give me a chance,
All
please.
right, come in. Cashier's got your check. Who are these people? Gibbs, Frawley, Cunningham, Giles. Hey, you sister. Don't forget to get out your last column before you pick up your check.
You're a couple of sticks shy in your column, man.
Big rich slob like D.B. Norton buys a paper and 40 heads are chopped off.
Did you get it, too?
Yeah. You too? Oh, Joe. Oh, I'm sorry, darling. Why don't we tear the building down?
Before you do, Ann, perhaps you'd better finish this column.
Yeah, lavender and old lace. Wait, Joe. Wait. Wants fireworks, huh? Okay. Here.
Below is a letter which reached my desk this morning. It's a commentary on what we laughingly call a civilized world. Dear Miss Mitchell, 4 years ago, I was fired out of my job. Since then, I haven't been able to get another one. At first, I was sore at the state administration because it's on account of the slimy politics here we have all this unemployment. But in looking around, it seems the whole world's going to pot. So in protest, I'm going to commit suicide by jumping off the City Hall roof. Signed, a disgusted American citizen, John Doe. Editor's note, if you ask this column, the wrong people are jumping off the roofs. Hey, Ann, this is the old Fakeroo, isn't it?
Never mind that, Joe. Go ahead.
Sorry.
And it's because of the slimy politics that we have all this unemployment here. There it is. That's D.B. Norton's opening attack on the governor.
Why, Jim, it's just a letter sent into a column.
No, I can smell it. That's Norton.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Governor.
Morning, Governor. You're rather early.
Governor, did you happen to see this in a new bulletin?
Yes. I had it served with my breakfast this morning.
Jim thinks it's D.B. Norton at work.
Of course it is.
Oh, come, Jim. That little item, D.B. Norton does things in a much bigger way.
This is his opening attack on you, Governor. Take my word for it. What did he buy a paper for? Why did he engage a high-pressure editor like Cannell for? He's in the oil business. I tell you, Governor, he's after your scalp.
All right, Jim, all right. Don't burst a blood vessel. I'll look into it. Will you get me Spencer of the Daily Chronicle, please?
Yes, I saw it, Governor. If you ask me, that's a phony letter. Why, that gag has got whiskers on it. Okay, I'll get the mayor and maybe the Chamber of Commerce to go after them. Get Mayor Lovett on the phone.
Sorry, the mayor's busy on the other phone.
Yes, I know, Mrs. Brewster. It's a terrible reflection on our city. I've had a dozen calls already.
Spencer of the Chronicle.
Hold him.
Just a minute.
Yes, Mrs. Brewster. I'm listening.
I insist that this John Doe man be found and given a job at once. Now, if something isn't done about it, I'll call out the whole auxiliary. Yes, and the junior auxiliary, too. We'll hold a meeting and see that it is...
Yes, Spencer? Who? The governor? Well, what about me? It's my building he's jumping off of, and I'm up for re-election, too. What are you doing? Get Cannell at the bulletin. Why, he's liable to go right past my window.
Get me Cannell.
What was that?
What?
Out the window. Something just flew by.
I didn't see anything.
Well, don't stand there, you idiot. Go and look. Open the window. Oh, why did he have to pick on my building? Is there a crowd in the street?
No, sir.
Then maybe he's caught on a ledge. Look again.
I think it must have been a seagull.
A seagull? What's a seagull doing around the city hall? That's a bad omen, isn't it?
Oh, no, sir. The seagull is a lovely bird.
It's all right, Mrs. Brewster. It was just a seagull.
Can I help?
Nothing's happened yet. No, I'm watching. Don't worry, Mrs. Brewster. Just leave it all to me. Spencer, I'll call you back. Hello, Canal? This is... What are you doing? This is the mayor.
Yes, Mayor Lovett. How many times are you going to call me? I've got everybody and his brother and sister out looking for him. Did you see the box I'm running? An appeal to John Doe. Think it over, John. Life can be beautiful, says Mayor. If you need a job, apply to the editor of this paper and so forth and so forth. Okay, Mayor, I'll let you know as soon as I have something. What? Well, pull down the blinds.
Went up to Miss Mitchell's house, boss. Boy, she's in a bad way.
Where is she?
Hey, do you know something? She supports a mother and 2 kids. What do you know about that?
Did you find her?
No. Her mother's awful worried about her. When she left the house, she said she was going on a roaring drunk. The girl, I mean.
Go out and find her.
Sure. Hey, but the biggest thing I didn't tell you, her old man's Doc Mitchell. You know the doctor saved my mother's life and wouldn't take any money for it? You remember that. Okay, boss, I'll go and look for her.
Holy smokes, Commissioner, you've had 24 hours. Okay, Hawkshaw, grab a pencil. Here it is again. About 5'5", brown eyes, light chestnut hair, and as fine a pair of legs as ever walked into this office.
Did you want to see me?
No. I've had the whole Army and Navy out searching for you because that's a game we play here every day.
I remember distinctly being fired.
That's right. But you have a piece of property that still belongs to this newspaper, and I'd like to have it.
What's that?
The letter.
What letter?
The letter from John Doe.
Oh,
The whole town's in an uproar. We've got to find him, and the letter's the only clue.
there is no letter.
We'll get a handwriting expert to... What?
There is no letter.
Say that again.
There's no letter. I made it up.
You made it up.
Mm-hmm. You said you wanted fireworks.
Don't you know there are 9 jobs waiting for this guy? 22 families want to board him free. 5 women want to marry him, and the mayor's practically ready to adopt him, and you...
Just call the morgue, boss. He said there's a girl there.
Shut up.
Ann! Say, why didn't you...
Beatty.
Only one thing to do, Hank. Drop the whole business quickly.
How?
Run a story. Say John Doe was in here and is sorry he wrote the letter and...
That's right. You've got it, sure. He came in here, and I made him change his mind. Bulletin editor saves John Doe's life. Well, it's perfect. I'll have Ned write it up. Oh, Ned, I got a story I want you to...
Wait a minute. Listen, you great, big, wonderful genius of a newspaper man. You came down here to shoot some life into this dying paper, didn't you? Well, the whole town's curious about John Doe, and boom, just like that, you're going to bury him. There's enough circulation in that man to start a shortage in the ink market.
And what man?
John Doe.
What John Doe?
John Doe, the one I made up. Look, genius, now look. Suppose there was a John Doe and he walked into this office. What would you do? Find him a job and forget about the whole business, I suppose, huh? Not me. I'd make a deal with him.
A deal?
Sure, when you get hold of a stunt that sells papers, you don't drop it like a hot potato. Well, this is good for at least a couple of months. You know what I'd do? Between now and, let's say, Christmas when he's going to jump, I'd run a daily on. Starting with his boyhood, his schooling, his first job. A wide-eyed youngster facing a chaotic world. The problem of the average man, of all the John Does in the world. Now, then comes the drama. He meets discouragement. He finds the world his feet of clay. His ideals crumble. So what does he do? He decides to commit suicide and protest against the state of civilization. He thinks of the river, but no. No, he has a better idea. The city hall. Why? Because he wants to attract attention. He wants to get a few things off his chest, and that's the only way he can get himself heard.
So?
So he writes me a letter, and I dig him up. He pours out his soul to me. And from now on, we quote, I protest by John Doe. He protests against all the evils in the world. The greed, the lust, the hate, the fear. All of man's inhumanity to man. Arguments will start. Should he commit suicide or should he not? People will write in pleading with him. But no, sir, John Doe will remain adamant. On Christmas Eve, hot or cold, he goes. See?
Very pretty. Very pretty indeed, Miss Mitchell. But would you mind telling me who goes on Christmas Eve?
John Doe.
What John Doe?
The one we hire for the job, you lunkhead.
Wait a minute. Let me get this through this lame brain of mine. Are you suggesting we go out and hire someone to say he's going to commit suicide on Christmas Eve? Is that it?
Well, you're catching on.
Who, for instance?
Anybody. Beanie'll do.
Why, sure. Who, me? Jump off a... Oh, no, any time at Christmas. I'm superstitious.
Miss Bishop, do me a favor. Will you go on out and get married and have a lot of babies, but stay out of newspaper business.
Better get that story in, Hank. It's getting late.
You're supposed to be a smart guy. If it was raining $100 bills, you'd be out looking for a dime you lost someplace.
Holy smokes, wasting my time listening to this mad woman.
Look, Chief, look at the Chronicle. It's running on John Doe. They say it's a fake.
Why the no good the John Doe story amateur journalism. It's palpably phony. It's a wonder anyone is taking it serious. What do you think of those guys?
That's fine. That's fine. Now fall right into their laps. Go ahead. Say John Doe walked in and called the whole thing off. You know what that's going to sound like on top of this.
That's all, Ned. Thank you. All right. Amateur journalism, huh? Why, that bunch of sophomores, I can teach them more about...
Hey, boss, get a load of this.
What?
Look.
What do they want?
They all say they wrote the John Doe letter.
Yeah, oh, they all wrote the letter.
Tell them all to wait. Look, Mr. Cannell, one of those men is your John Doe. They're desperate and will do anything for a cup of coffee. Pick one out and you can make the Chronicle eat their words.
I'm beginning to like this.
If you ask me, Hank, you're playing around with dynamite.
No. The gal's right. We can't let the Chronicle get the laugh on us. We've got to produce a John Doe now. Amateur journalism, huh? I'll show those guys.
Sure, and there's no reason for them to find out the truth either, because naturally, I won't say anything.
Okay, sister, you get your job back.
Plus a bonus.
What bonus?
Or the bonus of $1,000 the Chronicle was going to pay me for this little document. You'll find it says, I, Ann Mitchell, hereby certify that the John Doe letter was created by me.
I can read.
Sorry.
You think this is worth $1,000, do you?
Oh, the Chronicle will consider it dirt cheap.
Packs everything, including a gun. Okay, sister, you got yourself a deal. Now let's take a look at the candidates. The one we pick has got to be the typical average man. Typical American who can keep his mouth shut.
Show me an American who can keep his mouth shut and I'll eat him.